Hi everyone, I'm Monique with Open Gate Quilts, and today I'm going to show you block number 3 for our Christmas in the Park block of the month. We've already done the first two. The first one's behind me. The second one still is in process, but we are working on them. And then the third one is this month. It's called the checkerboard trees, and there's different backgrounds. I'm going to show you the first one, and then the rest are done the same way. Before we start, there is a correction in the pattern, and it is for piece, let's see, from the background it tells you that you need 4 triangles cut from a square, then 2 triangles, then 2 rectangles, piece D, and then you have 2 rectangles, piece C. They're 2 different sizes, so you need to switch those around. Actually, C is the first one, D is the second one. And you'll probably figure it out as you're piecing it along, but what you can do is just go ahead and change that. I'm not going to show you the numbers because you will have the pattern and you can change it. And also this is for people who have purchased the pattern and who are following along with that. If you don't have the pattern, don't worry, you can get it on opengatequilts.com. I do have it as a PDF. We are out of kits, but you can check with different stores. I know that Quilter's Window in New Hampton, Iowa carries the kits, as well as I know Quilter's General Store in Rockford, Illinois carries the fabric, so you could always get that done there. We're just out of the kits because they were very popular. All right, so we're going to do the checkerboard trees. And the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take your pieces here, and if I can find my little guys, you're going to do this where you take your let me see, I want to make sure your E square, and then your triangles that you cut diagonally once, and those are your B triangles, and you're going to sew one and then the other, and you're going to press out. You're going to do this with both the green and your white, and you're also going to do your white and your green. So the first step would be the opposite, and that would be these here. So what you're going to do is you're going to sew them on, and then you're going to add your other piece of your background. So if you're doing the black and the green, it's the black. If you're doing the red, it's the red. So you're going to sew those together, and you need to make, let's see, you need to make 2 of each of these. So that is step number 1. What I do want to show you is that how to square this up, because it does look a little funky, and that's okay because I'm going to show you how to square those up. So I'm going to put those aside because we're going to need those in a minute. And I like to use my Fit to Be quarter 6.5 ruler, but if you need my glasses so I can really see this. If you have a square ruler, you certainly can use that as well. So this is going to be squared to 2.5. So I'm going to trim a little bit here, a little bit there, and then, so you want to make sure there are 2.5. So you're going to do the same thing for this one. And really, this is the hardest part of this whole block. It's really not difficult. You're just making your little triangles with your squares to make another square. So you need 2 of each of those. So I've got 2 of each of those. You're also going to need to make half square triangles. And these half square triangles are made from your, just verify again, your B square or triangles. These are your squares cut in half diagonally once. You're going to sew them together, and you're going to make your half square triangles. So you need 2 of this, which is your white and your background, and then your green and your background. So right now I'm making a green and white tree on a black background. As you can see, all my larger pieces are in the black, which is my background. So I have those made, I have that made, and then you also need to make a 4-patch, which is basically your 2 tree colors of E. You're going to sew them together to make your 4-patch. And then you're going to line it up together. So I'm going to line up my tree, and you can just follow your diagram. You've got your, got one of these and one of these. So that's going to be the top. Remember, this is your background. I have my D piece. Remember, it's not your C piece, it's your D piece. You want to correct that on your instructions. And then you're also going to have, let's see, I've got these reversed. So you want to make sure that you have it just like the diagram. And then your next one is going to be this here. So just like your little trees, you've got them going like that. And then notice when I'm putting this together, what I'm doing is, I'm going to put this, rotate it so my seams, but you're alternating. So I've got my one color of my tree, the other color, and so on and so forth. Then the bottom, not the bottom row, but the row right before the bottom is just your E squares, and you're going to line those up, and I'm just following my diagram to make sure that I do this correctly. And then you're going to have this here, this one here, and then you're going to come in with your tree trunk. So remember that this is C and this is D. Get a thread on there. So once you get those done, you're going to sew this in a row, this in a row, this together, and this together. Then you're going to press going in opposite directions so they fit together. It is really hard to get these to be butting in the opposite directions, but I tried the best I can to get it so that they do. So follow the pressing instructions and that will help you. So that's your first checkerboard square. The next ones, you are going to be using different backgrounds and different parts of your tree. So you're going to have these trees, and it tells you all this in your instructions. Once you get this all done, then what you can do is you're going to sew them in a row, and you're ready for next month. So that's how we put together our checkerboard trees. I want you to work on those so you have those ready for next month. Remember, next month is our last month, which is doing the paper piecing trees, and that is block number 4, plus putting it together. And we are doing that live, and it will be a video after, so if you can't make the live, but make sure if you can, try and join us, because we are doing some really cool stuff. We're going to be doing some giveaways. We have some really cool things, so you want to check that out, and that will be on, I believe it's November 8th, so that is another Wednesday. So that is how we do our checkerboard squares. We will see you next month, and have a great month. Thanks for joining me. Quilt, bind, and enjoy. Bye.